Hey YouTube, Matt Emroy back again, coming to you guys from the barn at my grandmother's house in upstate New York. Well, let's go ahead inside, turn the light on, and I'll show you what this video is going to be about. Go ahead and shut the door. Neighbors outside. Now, I don't want to stay in here too long because, as you can see, this barn is home to probably 10 different kinds of mold. Yes, it's a pretty old barn. This was built somewhere around the turn of the 19th century. Actually, turn of the 20th century. But this video is going to be about these three towers. As we were coming up yesterday, we went to about 2 or 3 different flea markets and a few garage sales, and this is what I found. First one here is a Dell, if you read that, Inspiron 531. There you go. Designed for Windows XP, but with a newer AMD Sempron processor in it. If you look in here, have no memory card reader, but it has 4 USB 2.0 ports on the front, a front headphone and microphone jack, and that's it for that. No hard drive, no optical drive in here, I believe. Nope. And then up here we have what looks to be some type of DVD burner, probably a dual layer. Not 100% sure on that. Next we have this E-Machines. I don't see a model right off the bat, but it has an NVIDIA chipset in it. It has some type of Athlon dual-core processor, and it was running Windows Vista. Now, for the last one here is this HP Pavilion A1440N. It's got the Intel Vive technology, so I'm assuming it's some type of dual-core. And if we read up here, yep, you can see it's a Pentium D. And it's the 820, which is a decent CPU, 2 gigs of memory with a 250 gig hard drive, an NVIDIA GeForce 7300 LE graphics card, and some type of, dual layer DVD burner. You see right there. It is a little dirty, but again, since I'm out of town, I had no way to clean these up first. Nothing in the expansion bay. What I know so far, we're going to take these apart, but I know that these two are missing parts. I know that this Dell here is missing a hard drive for sure. This E-Machine is missing the hard drive and the RAM. This one is complete with everything. But that's okay for these, because at home I have parts to finish both of these. So let's go ahead and start with the Dell here. Go ahead and see if I can take the side cover off. It's hard to do one-handed, especially when you have small hands like I do. Now, the person I got this from, I've not had any of these covers off yet. The person I got this from said it just needed a hard drive, which could mean it's in there, but I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, as you can see, the hard drive is in here. But I'm assuming what he meant by that is it's probably bad. And we'll be checking these out a little bit later. As you can see, very similar to my 200 old Vostro 200 and the new Vostro 400 series that I have. Fans move freely. That's always good. Let's see what the power supply is. Oh, it's a Delta. It's a Delta. Looks like a 300 watt. That's actually a fairly decent power supply. There's your hard drive, your optical drive, everything's SATA just like in my other one, and memory. Let's see if I can get this out. Pull one stick out. They should be equal. I'm guessing it's probably 2 gigs. Yep, there's a 1 gig stick of Samsung memory. So yeah, there should be 2 gigs of RAM in there. So that's not too bad. I wound up paying $10 for this system. And if that hard drive winds up being good, that'll be a bonus for sure. Alright, next we have this E-machine. Go ahead and see what this has in it. For this I will need the actual screwdriver. Man, I don't think these were actually the right screws that were in this originally. There's one. And two. Yeah, and as you can see, this one has pretty much been stripped. Wow, it looks like we might actually have some bad caps on this one. See what looks like some bulging, but I'd be very surprised because of the age of this. But yeah, you can see you got the CPU fan there. No other fan except for the power supply. Here's where the RAM's supposed to go. Got the 4 SATA controllers there. Yeah, it's a total of 4. At least they left the SATA cables in. That was important. And they did leave me the hard drive caddy, but it looks like they kind of bent the heck out of the bottom of that. I'm sure I can fix that. That's no big deal. But the memory's out. They did leave the optical drive, which is nice. And what do you know? Looks like almost the same Delta power supply, except this one is a 250 watt instead of a 300. I'm going to have to look closer at those caps. It's really hard to tell, but I think we may have some bad caps on here. These ones right here. Not sure. They're not leaking, but they kind of do look like they're bulging. I'm going to have to take this motherboard out later and check that out. But yeah, not a bad little find. I also paid $10 for this one, which unfortunately I couldn't bargain them down anymore. Oh, and this also has some kind of decent video card in it. I think it looks like an older GeForce, but it is a, let me see real quick. See if it says what it is. No, it has some labels, but doesn't tell exactly what it is, but you can see it's got DVI, VGA, NS video, so decent video card. I actually would have paid the $10 just to get that video card. So, oh no, that wasn't a bad score either. And last but not least, we have this HP. And this one, like I said, I know is complete. It's definitely the oldest of the bunch. And it is really, really dirty inside. But that's no problem. I can clean that out. This has a, like I said, the GeForce 7300 card. 2 fans, they are a case fan and a CPU fan. 250 gig hard drive, at least I'm assuming, because that's what the case says. And then has the optical drive, which is a IDE drive. And uh-oh, what do we see here? High Pro! Uh-oh. That could be a problem. It's a 300 watt High Pro. So that I will definitely be switching out. I do have another power supply at home, another Delta. That's a 24 pin that should work. So don't worry about that, guys. That power supply is not going to stay in there. What I'll do is if I decide I want to test these computers while I'm up here, I'll go ahead and open that up first, make sure there are no like bad caps or anything. But that will not be staying in this computer. Go on the front here real quick. Optical drive on top, like I showed, nothing else in there. Memory card reader, 12-in-1 with a USB. And down there we have audio in and out. Not exactly sure what the blue one's for on this. Probably some type of surround sound. Firewire and 2 more USB ports. Wow, I might actually hold on to this computer because I'll be able to upload videos from the mini DV with this, just like my other Vostro 400. There's the sticker on the front. And if you look on the back of this computer, we have 2 PS2 ports, coax digital out, parallel port, 4 USB with another Firewire and an Ethernet, a stack of audio ports for surround sound. Then we have the modem on the bottom, and then the GeForce 7300 card right there. And I'll show the backs of these real quick. On the back of these machines, it's nothing special. Just the 2 PS2 keyboard mouse ports. It has another video card in there, so they blocked this one off. And then just your USB ports, Ethernet, and then your surround sound audio ports. And then on the back of the Dell VGA, again, 4 USB ports, Ethernet, your audio ports, and then a modem on the bottom. Alright guys, so I'll pan out here. So these are the computers that I found yesterday when we were coming up here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for some more videos coming really soon. I want to show you guys around the attic of my grandmother's house because it's really, really cool. So that'll be coming in the next couple of days. Until then, have a blessed day, everybody.